Hello to you, I'm Jessie R. Johnson. I will be speaking to you about the Earth. Is it round, ball-shaped that is, or flat? That's a question. And this is the butterfly effect. Now, the heliocentric religion, sometimes called the heliocentric model, which poses as science and astronomy, it's not, tells us that gravity is an acceleration field force and is strongest at the ground level itself of the Earth where we walk. Look at this, please. This is illustration A. Hold on, please. Now, and this is illustration A, and that as we go up away from that ground level, here's the ground level, as we go up away from this ground level surface, such as 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and near zero, then one reaches near zero, where there's almost no gravitational pull at all, somewhere supposedly around 1,000 miles up, as you can see at the top. Now, this is above the surface, where gravity is supposedly near zero. Now, they haven't decided, these pseudo-scientists, astronomers and so forth, and the physicists haven't decided yet, where to draw the line after 50 years of rockets. Number two, that if a rocket is going 7 miles per second, so we are told at least, and it reaches this near zero point in strength of gravity, the Earth will not have enough gravitational pull to bring it back. Now, hold on please. Will not have enough strength to bring it all back. Now, to bring it back down, that is. Now, let's say that the Earth's atmosphere, the atmosphere itself was 1,000 miles thick, and it still had a gravitational pull of 1 unit, or 9.81 meters a second squared. And if a weather balloon, a high-quality weather balloon was released in it, that balloon would go up and reach to the top of that atmosphere of 1,000 miles up, and it would not be going 7 miles per second. So it would be going a few dozen feet per second. So we are told, and we are to accept, that it takes 7 miles per second to escape Earth's gravity pull, that is, when a balloon can do it at a few feet per second. Gravity never overcomes buoyancy. We see this all the time with children's helium balloons. Now the thing is that a flying insect can break this force, gravity force that is, at its strongest at the surface, but you have to go 7 miles per second in another case to break it as it gets weaker, even still as you go up. Now, number three, yet at the ground surface level, a delicate, highly complex, reasonably solid being, such as a butterfly, can jump up off that same surface where gravity is ultimately strongest and fly around for several or more minutes without being pulled back down to that surface by this gravity acceleration force. A pigeon force, along with insects of all kinds, can do the same thing. Now, how strong is a butterfly? How strong is a butterfly? How strong are pigeon birds? How strong are small insects? Their wings and so forth. Now, their wing strengths are weaker than your arm's muscle strength. Rocks and bricks have no wings, of course, and cannot do this. Number four, then we are told on top of this, that this weaker than a butterfly gravity force at the surface itself is able to bend and curve zillions of tons and zillions of gallons of oceans into a ball shape and then keep them in place without them unbending and uncurving, while holding it around a ball-shaped solid Earth. Number five, then we are told, on top of that, this ball-shaped solid Earth is spinning at the astounding speed of 1,040 miles per hour at an equator in one direction, in which This weaker than a butterfly gravity force holds everything in place with only a 9.81 meter per second squared, or a simultaneous 22.12 mile per hour acceleration force within that first second in the opposite direction to hold all of this in place. Now, to continue, in other words, we are told that a 22.12 mile per hour acceleration force is holding back and holding in place a 1,040 mile per hour acceleration force of processes of oceans and atmosphere, an impossibility. Now here's illustration B. Hold on, please. This is illustration B. Gravity, which is weaker than a butterfly, and at 22.12 miles per second, 9.81 meters a second squared, as written in physics books, is supposed to hold a 1,040 mile per hour force of liquid oceans and gases atmosphere from moving from position X. This force is supposed to be capable of holding this force in place. 22 miles per hour is supposed to be able to hold 1,040 miles per hour acceleration force, gravity here, acceleration force, supposed to hold it at X, as though it cannot move. Now, let's continue. Now, this here coming up is is illustration C. Hold on. Now, as you can see, this is how you turn gravity at 9.81 meters a second squared. This is what a meter is, 39.701 inches. This is the gravitational pull at 9.81 meters a second squared. This is the gravitational pull strength at the end of 1 second at the surface of the Earth. Now, how to turn 9.18 meters a second squared for 1 hour into miles? Number one, 9.81 times 39.701 equals 389.46681 inches. Number two, 389.46681 inches divided by 12 inches, which is 1 foot, equals 32.45556 feet. 32.45 feet, that is. Number three over here. 32.45 feet times 60 seconds, that's 1 minute, equals 1947.33 feet. Now you go to number four at 1947.33 feet times 60 minutes, that's 1 hour of course, equals 116,840.04 feet. And you go to number five, where 116,840.04 feet divided by 5280 feet, that's 1 mile, equals 22.12 miles. Number six, 22.12 miles per hour. Now, the thing is this. Let me turn this back here, please. Now, it takes a counterforce of 1,040 miles per hour in one direction to balance and keep in place a 1,040 mile per hour in the opposite direction from even moving from its original position X in that first second. This here is illustration B. Pardon me, D as in Dan. Hold on. Now, this here is the oceans. The blue here is the oceans. The atmosphere is in yellow. And the solid earth right here is this giant white circle. Since the earth, we are told it is spinning at the equator of 1,040 miles per hour. I just simply put counterclockwise. It's spinning this way, that way, that way. This here is outer space. As you can see, this here is 1,040 miles per hour of centrifugal force. That's centripetal force toward the center of the earth. The tension force, which is making everything come apart, is to balance that 1,040 miles per hour takes 1,040 miles per hour of tension force just to balance it. This here is gravity at 22 miles per hour. So therefore, you are being told that 22 miles per hour is going to hold in place 1,040 miles per hour of this here. And this here, the oceans and the atmosphere are on the earth. They are on the surface, but they are not attached. They are not attached to the earth, but simply on the surface. And when they come off, they will go in the direction of travel. When released, will be this direction, because this here is turning this way. So it will go off in that direction, or at any given point, it will go in a straight direction. At any point, it comes off, a straight direction. And the oceans and atmosphere are on the surface of the earth, but they are not attached to the surface of the solid earth. They are free to move and come off that surface, and there's nothing to stop them from coming off, because we are told by the heliocentric religion that they are surrounded by empty outer space, which has no counter force to stop them. There's 1,040 miles per hour of centripetal force to hold the solid object together, and centripetal force to hold the solid object together as it supposedly spins 1,040 miles per hour, and 1,040 miles per hour of tension force along the same centripetal force line to pull the solid object apart. Now, but nothing to hold the atmosphere ocean back. In other words, what we have in this illustration is an impossibility. But we are under threat at all times from the people that hold this lie in place. We are under threat at all times by the gatekeepers to stay brainwashed and stay believing this physical impossibility while we know it is an impossibility. So just tell me one simple thing. This here's the butterfly effect question. So tell me, how deep does the rabbit hole really go? I want to thank everyone for watching and listening, and have a good day.